Welcome back to Pursuing the Martial Arts. Glad to have you join us. Today I'm here with Mike Sullinger. We're at North Muskegon Gym. Mike, what's going on today?
This is the annual American Karate System Summer Camp. This has been a tradition that started in August of 1973, and with a few years of missing, we've actually been able to keep this tradition going ever since then.
It's good. I've been to most of them. Kind of your association. I'm an associate member with that. What's going to happen today? In the morning we had some training for just the AKS people, but this afternoon that we're going to put on tape, we've got 4 instructors. What are they covering?
The morning session was pretty much for the American Karate System students to review basics, review forms and things. This afternoon we're going to be covering weapons. Mr. Reinicke is going to be doing kobudo. We have a gentleman over here that's going to be doing mat work. I'm going to be covering weapons retention, actually with, talking about firearms and things, and we have a 4th individual that's going to also be providing some information on tactics and techniques as well. So the people will divide up into 4 groups. Each group will go out to a location. After 50 minutes, we'll take a 10-minute break, rotate, and then we do another session. So by the time that we are done this afternoon, everybody will have spent 50 minutes training with each of the instructors in the 4 different areas.
Now this seminar is held every year in June, mid-June, and the afternoon session is open to anybody who wants to join, right?
Yes. We've done the June time frames. We found that actually doing it in July.
I'm sorry. We are in July now.
July.
Catch up.
You look for your calendar to make sure you update there. But we get this particular time frame, and actually the last 3 years have been, by curiosity, by happenstance, however you want to say it, have been really good because we're doing it the same weekend they're having the bike week.
Yes, that's always fun.
Which is an additional treat for everybody. We get a chance to go out and look at all the bikes, and there's so many more activities that are going on in town that people can go out and enjoy, but it's just absolutely
super. Very busy. Now you're going to be teaching weapons defense?
Yes, I'm going to be actually dealing with firearms. With
firearms. And what's your background, as long as I got you here before we get started?
I'm a 39-year veteran of law enforcement. I'm basically kind of semi-retired. I left a chief's position back in '96. I'm commissioned deputy sheriff with 2 counties in South Texas on the Mexican border, and primarily I do training in the classroom as well as weapons qualification.
And I knew you had a great background, and I wanted to push it so people know what they're missing. So next year, they might be able to join us. Well, Mike is a good friend of mine. We've been friends for, we won't say how many years, 30 years?
Since 1973.
Something like that. It's been a while.
Exactly.
And I'm just glad to be here, part of this, and I think you folks are going to really enjoy this show. We're going to give you some real close-ups on what the action's going on. So stay with us.
It's live music nightly with the best bands every weekend and no cover charge at Pat's Roadhouse. Party in our backyard playground featuring a patio bar, a fire pit, a Sunday jam session, and great burgers and dogs. All roads lead to the Roadhouse, Muskegon's favorite biker bar.
Well, all right, what we're going to be doing in this particular session is I'm going to be working with you on defending yourself against a firearm. First thing I want you to do is I want to show you some real firearms, and I'm going to explain to you the functional mechanics of them, because that's going to help you understand that, God forbid you ever get in a situation where you have to defend yourself, you'll know what the mechanics are. Now let me say right up front that defending yourself against a firearm is a situation that is life or death. So you have to know, if you, in your heart and mind, that you think this guy's going to kill you, then what do you got to lose but to try to defend yourself? So knowing how things work and what you can do to defend yourself against them, to give yourself an advantage is crucial. Over here on the table, semi-automatic weapons and 1 revolver. Now the revolver, in this case we've got a nice 6-inch barrel Ruger 357 Magnum, and you'll see that there are no bullets in the revolver. I have everything here with the slides locked to the rear, so I want you to know that they are empty. A revolver cannot function, cannot fire, unless the cylinder rotates. So if the hammer is down in this position and you grab it from here, it will not fire, because your hand will not allow the cylinder to rotate. If the hammer's cocked back, grabbing it in this fashion, with your web in here like that, even if the trigger goes down, it pinches up against your skin, and again...
Could you turn that a little more so we can see your position?
It's not going to fire. So you got the hammer down this way. So what happens is the hammer comes down on this part of the skin. So you're jamming right up into this area and clamping down. Now, any of these weapons that you do these things with, in conjunction with that, you also want to get out of the way. You don't want to stand in front of the barrel. So you're talking about moving and jamming and then striking.
And they're working on different types of arm locks here. This is a come along arm lock or wrist lock. Loosening them up, hooking around behind the elbow. And then Dave, if you twist around so the camera can see it, yes.
So here, turn my hand across. Point my wrist this way, right? Step in, shoulder to shoulder.
All right, Dave, if we could have you do that slowly for the camera. You can do it to him, though. It's your choice. You're high rank. But do it at an angle that the camera can get it so we don't miss it. That's always a fun one. You be careful of both wrists.
Have to kick to loosen them up.
Yep.
And as I step down, I turn his fingers across.
Twisting his wrist towards him. Coming around.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Hooking your elbow behind him.
I have his hand pointed up, and he's leveraged on my elbow. And I'm on my toes.
Okay. And does it work?
It works very
Can
well.
you testify to that?
I can testify to that.
Excellent control technique for those who have to use control, police or security people.
Oftentimes referred to, the Japanese police, I'm told, use that one a lot when they want to
I've
escort
talked with
someone.
some police who use it on both sides, and it works even better with two cops. The guy's very cooperative.
I'm sure.
Excellent.
Works.
Excellent.
Definitely takes away the advantage of strength that you may have.
Again, yes. And what we're working on is not all responses. Is it appropriate to kick or punch? Sometimes you just want to control somebody and give them the opportunity to change their mind about their intentions.
Sometimes it's kind of convincing, eh?
Remarkably. Remarkably.
I know your son has done a little security. He's had an opportunity to use some of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. His whole idea was to get them to the street compliant, without injury.
He's I'd love to see him do that. He looks so like he needs to use finesse. He's what, 6'4" and
6'6".
6'6" and well over 200.
Well, yes.
But the locks work very well for him.
Yes.
Great.
And he also has, because of the size, he also has the leverage.
Yes. You can get him up on their
much.
toes easy.
Yes. He does. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Could we show those sideways so we can get it on the? That would be great. A few people would kind of come around where you can see, but
These techniques you can embellish.
wherever you like.
We'll go with it. What we're going to do is start from here. This was a technique that Sensei Yamashita, Shorin-ryu master, actually showed us. This was his response to somebody grabbing your hand. I'm sorry. Turn inside, elbow strike, hand knife to the groin. As you stepped out, you reverse the hold, kick, stay down, step over, break, axe kick. They shouldn't have grabbed your hand. Right. You know that one?
The one we do is as you grab, I'm here, snap.
They can't see you. Turn the other
bring
way.
down,
No, that's okay.
snap, start to bring down, kick, and then we jump over. And what we do is we hold on to this and just drop. Drop to the ground.
That would leave a mark.